Hey, have you ever wondered if sugar actually messes with your mood? I've heard it a million times. Eat too much sugar and you'll be cranky, anxious, maybe even a little sad. But is that really true, or is it just another health myth floating around on the internet? I decided to put it to the test. Could I go a whole week without sugar, and would it actually change how I feel? Let's break down what's going on here. The common belief is that sugar sends your blood sugar on a wild ride. You get that rush of energy, then crash back down to earth, and suddenly you're tired, irritable, or just off your game. It sounds simple, but our bodies are way more complicated than that. I mean, our brains run on glucose, right? So how can something so basic mess with our heads so much? When I started my sugar-free week, I was honestly expecting the worst. I love sweet things, morning pastries, the occasional candy bar, you name it. The first couple of days, I definitely noticed some cravings. I was a bit grumpy, and I kept reaching for snacks that weren't there anymore. But after that, things got interesting. My energy felt more stable. I wasn't getting that afternoon crash where I just wanted a nap. And my mood? Honestly, it felt smoother. Not perfect, but not as up and down as before. Science actually backs some of this up. When you eat sugar, it lights up your brain's reward center. You get a quick hit of dopamine, which feels awesome for a minute. But keep chasing those sweet highs, and your brain can get a little out of whack. Some studies show a link between high sugar intake and mood issues like depression and anxiety. But it's not cut and dry. Lots of things factor in: your overall diet, how much you exercise, even your genetics. If you've got health issues like diabetes, those blood sugar swings can hit even harder. But for most people, the key seems to be balance. Eating more whole foods, fruits, veggies, whole grains, just gives your body and mind what they need to stay steady. And honestly, after a week without sugar, I didn't feel superhuman, but I did feel more in control of my mood. So, is sugar the villain here? Maybe not totally, but it's something worth paying attention to, especially if you notice your mood taking a nosedive after a sweet treat. Everyone's body reacts differently, so it's about finding what works for you. I'd love to know, have you ever tried cutting out sugar? Did you notice a difference in how you felt? Drop your story in the comments, and if you want to learn more about how what you eat affects your mind, check out my next video where I dive into the link between nutrition and anxiety. See you there.